that out of the way. That's going to be distracting. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully everybody is doing well this evening. What's up, buddy? Finally got my spandam. I'm assuming that's supposed to be sponges. Just in time. Things are going well for me, man. Glad you got your sponges. You got the Tamiya ones I want to say you were talking about getting? If my memory's still worth anything, which it might not be. Ready to finish leg day. Where did I end on? What's up, Gunplay University? How'd the rest of your stream go today, man? It's 15 and 16. Yeah, I guess that'll work. I still need to figure out a solution for holding up a manual or something. I just don't have the desk real estate. Yeah, I had to grab dinner and spend time with the family. I neglect that too much as it is. We ended up watching Cars 2. Telling you, having kids, the best part is having a good excuse to watch Pixar movies and play Legos. I mean, among all the other good parts too, I guess. But those are some of my favorites. We went down some rabbit holes. How far down the rabbit hole did you go? Ooh, I gotta turn that off. Mad Works. Okay. This stuff's good. Let me turn that off. Like hearing myself in the background delayed. I had the YouTube window open for the stream. Hopefully you guys weren't hearing that. Weird delayed echo effect. Need the other one I need is B runner. You'd let me know how those Mad Works sponges are. Deep. Hello, but it was fun. Makes for fun screen touching. Some Corona, Alien, Simpsons, Star Trek airbrushing. It's good. Conspiracy theories, coronavirus caused by the aliens everybody's talking about now because of those the unidentified aerial phenomena UAP events or whatever that they released video footage of. A box game today. I'm stoked to open it. I was wondering about that. I got a chance to crack it open yet. I've been thinking about that. I got some things coming in the next few days that I'm probably gonna have a really hard time not rushing to open. Not Gun Plus stuff, but other things I'll be eager to open up and see and use. Working on the Jesta. Cool. Kind of eager about my Jesta, but I think I'm going to finish off the rest of the wing stuff first. Knock out painting a few more high grades before I get onto that, because I think I'm going to want to paint it. Heard Studio 7's going to be releasing, I think, the final pictures for the his Jesta build tonight. Not yet, but I'll probably record unboxing of it tonight. Cool. I guess that's true. If you're going to record videos of stuff, then you kind of have to wait. Like them, I need to do the 3mm on my next shipment. Cool. I've always wondered how those things compare. I've been using the 3M sponges as long as I've been building, pretty much, and they work well, and I think they're much more economical. But I kind of wonder if there is a difference that makes the premium brands worth it. Like sponges is one of those areas where it could go either way. I could totally see a hobby sponge being worth it, but I could also see it being a 3M sponge with a different label on it and being exactly the same kind of product, just a fancy name. Should figure out how to have Mecha Warehouse sponges made. A bunch of Mecha Warehouse branded tools and accessories, I think, at some point. See what else is new. It's been a crazy week. So last weekend was crazy. I know I've told this story a couple times, but I'm not sure if I've told it, because I haven't told it on here, but Monday rolled around and they went to pick up, UPS came by to pick up everything from that order. And the delivery driver literally didn't kind of look at what he had to pick up, and he's just like, nope, I don't have room for that. Talked so much during my stream, during your stream, and Jalen finished his kit. How far did you get? I mean, how long were you at it, and what did you get done? There's definitely a different pace that you have to go at when you've got an audience, especially if you're responding to that audience. And then after that huge outgoing shipment, I had to process the big restock we got. That was time consuming, borderline painful. Placed an even bigger restock order. Today's Saturday, yesterday, Friday. Is anyone else losing track of what day it is of the week? I was doing fine, and I'm usually really good at just knowing what day of the week it is. But I feel like it's getting harder and harder to keep track of it. 2.5 hours into torso, waist, and head. That was like on a high grade, wasn't it? You were doing the Jupitive, I think you said? I'm not sure I was around long enough to really see you build that much. I was going to pop in earlier, but I had to go figure out where my son was hiding. I'm definitely noticing it getting a little harder to find certain kits, though. These distributors are definitely getting wiped out as some of the popular ones. So I'm really hoping that Bluefin can open again. I'm not sure if anyone's heard what the latest is on California and all the lockdown orders out there. If you run out of space to store kits, you can just throw them down here. Yeah, I haven't heard that one before. Gonna quickly, apparently I used the wrong picture for somebody's submission. Got some open rooms. I'm seriously looking at space. I think I need at least one more month of solid sales to be confident, and I really need a little bit larger. Let me... post this real quick. Yeah, if you're looking at space, I was checking out some pictures online. I gotta find a space that I can afford, really. Because the risky thing right now is doing something like getting a space and being on the hook to pay that rent, and then having sales fall through because the economy collapses or something. This one, and then I'll be back at it here. Edit this. Josh, I really hate sanding. I kind of feel you there. I think there's definitely a sweet spot for grits. If you get the right grits, it doesn't take that long and it's relatively easy. But if you're using too fine a grit, then nothing happens when you're really trying to shave down those nubs. And if you're using too low a grit, you just damage the part. So, at any rate, hopefully I'll be finding a space and I'll be able to afford it. Sales fluctuate on a daily basis. Like the last couple of days have been relatively slow. So it'll be interesting to see if I can produce another month similar to what April was like. And if I can do that, then there's a good chance I might be ready. Or really, I need to be a little bit bigger than that, I think, to be able to afford rent and pay myself. I wouldn't be too upset if I was just close, though. Then maybe I can wait another month or two. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Uncertain times makes everything interesting. See if things actually open back up and if they stay open. $400, $800, $1,000. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think my highest is actually like 1,500 or so. But if you're painting it, I'm not sure that matters. I think you really want the really high grit to like polish when you're not going to paint it. Oh, right. Let's see. So we have to do armor for the legs now. Still on doing both legs. Runner C. Still get all messed up on this kit because all the runners, like I think of a C runner as a white runner, at least on any Gundam kit, because I'm pretty sure that's how they usually are. 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. But in this one, it's not white. They're this like purplish color. To kind of convert my brain when I'm looking for runners. Anybody out there building? I know Josh said I guess Josh is working on his master grade Jesta. And Gumpel University said that he is working on his Jupitive still, what he started earlier today. Is anybody else working on a kit right now? I was a Zoom build last night. I was going to join, but my tablet was jacked. It was good. It was smaller than our Friday nights have usually been. I think we had like 4, maybe 5 at peak. Friday nights we've been having like 8, 9 people the past couple weeks though, so a little smaller than it has been, but it was still a great time. I enjoy it. I mostly just sit back and listen. I'm, believe it or not, a bit of an introvert, I think, and I think I do better talking to people when I'm on stage, if you will, than I do casually in large groups. But it was good conversation. Mina sitting here too, working on a master grade. Johnny reading Zaku. Awesome. I actually count myself somewhat lucky that my wife hasn't jumped in on this hobby yet, considering she's jumped in on so many of my other hobbies in the past. And I feel like this one's a relatively expensive one. It's like a rehash of another conversation I had one time, but if she needed her own backlog and her own kits, I'd probably be broke. I'm lucky she's on. It makes it easier for me. I mean, all the power to you. It's nice being able to share a hobby with somebody. It would certainly make some things easier. It'd be nice to try to have her help me pack orders a couple weeks ago. And I was yelling to grab the Master Grade Alex for me. It's right there in front of you. And she's like, what? Which one? I don't see any Alex. Yeah, of course the box is NT1. It doesn't say anything about Alex on it. So those kind of things would be a lot easier for me if she was a Gunpla nerd. Maybe a flavor. I'm new to watching anything that involves building. Just recently discovered your work, and I love Gundam Wing. Awesome, man. Gundam Wing's great. That's how I got into Gundam many years ago. I'll say watching it again after remembering it as a teenager or whatever, it doesn't quite live up. Doesn't quite hold up to the age of the time. A lot of repeat animation, all that kind of stuff, but it'll always have a special place in my heart. So maybe, dude, you build anything yet yourself, or you just only watching people build right now? Complete Universe, yeah. I mean, the backlog is kind of small right now. Yeah, for now, but I would imagine you'd have the problem of you're probably going to steal stuff off your backlog, right? Or vice versa. I love anything that's in this pick through her backlog. Nice. I gotta go. I'm starting to zoom. Okay, Josh, I'll see you later, man. Backseat politician. Hi, just found your company a few days ago. I want to come and support you too as well. Thank you, man. Burgess, hey, how's the build going? It's going well, man. Up to the armor now on the legs. So that's cool. Should hopefully get the legs done today. Okay, I need another set of wings for the for this kit. Yeah, you're the one who said that you broke the wings in your Deathscythe. Nick Burgess looking real clean, man. Make me want my first real Deathscythe. Both Deathscythe Master Grades are awesome kits. And they're basically the same kit with a few differences, but I enjoyed both of them. Hopefully I'll get my hands on some more for the shop again at some point. They're definitely, all the Wing Master Grade kits seem to be out with all the distributors right now. At least until Bluefin opens back up again. Pick any of the Deathscythe animation version. Definitely good luck on that one. It seems like finding any of those old either non-grade or high-grade 1/100 ones, or even a lot of the high-grade ones are pretty hard to find right now too. Let's see. Backseat Politician, is the Heavy Arms EW Masquerade kit still being produced? It absolutely is. We just had some, but we sold them out. It's a supply thing. Everything gets done in batches, so everyone but Bluefin, I think, is probably out because Bluefin's been closed. So all the other in between distributors, whatever you want to call them, have probably been wiped out. I'm trying to keep that stuff up and stocked. Actually, just I didn't think watching someone build would be so oddly relaxing. Thanks for supplying all my gunplay needs. I'm brand new to craft, but not the series. Well, thank you, Tasha. I know your name sounds familiar. I've definitely seen that on a few orders, I think. So thank you for supporting the business, man. Arthur Campbell, I really don't know what I want right now. Looking for something that would be amazing. What do you preferred grade, series? I don't know, maybe I can come up with some ideas, or somebody else might have some ideas here in the chat. We got a few builders here. Backseat Politician, cool. Yeah, so we'll get some more at some point. I'm pretty sure I've got a bunch on order with Bluefin. I should go back and look at stuff and place some big orders for when they open back up. Nick Burgers. Nick is the man. Love this build. Nice to cap off my Mecha Warehouse week. If you haven't yet, seriously make an order. They're the best. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. All the positive feedback and people telling their friends has been great. Super helpful. Campbell Master Grade. Okay, what would be a good Master Grade? What about preference on series? You open to Verkok kits. You want something that might be more of a melee mobile suit or ranged. You looking for ridiculous? I'm a fan of wing backpack kits. Okay, what's a master grade with some cool wings then? The Destiny Extreme Blast Mode, Freedom, Strike Freedom. I think those all have wings. They're all from the seed line. I think the seed, the Destiny Extreme Blast Mode's got some big wing with some sort of effect parts or whatever. I haven't built it myself, but it seems to be pretty popular. What else? Wings. Looking for Queebly. Yeah, cute Queebly. We don't have any of those. I actually have a damaged box Queebly Damned that I'm holding for somebody at the moment. That was the P Bandai one. That was a pretty cool looking kit. I'm not really a fan of the design, but the Damned one looks pretty cool with the big ass finger claw things and stuff. Bexy Politician Strike Freedom is sweet. I got an RG, just finished it. I've seen some cool Freedom builds. I'm not even sure what we got for those in stock. We're wiped out of so much. Bexy Politician, I'll be looking to build a perfect grade strike when I get up to that level. Cool. All those Strike Freedom, Perfect Strike, L Strike, those all seem to be pretty popular kits too. I'm not sure if it has wings. All the reviews are not kind on the Queebly. Yeah, I think the Master Grade Queebly is not the best kit. I think the Queebly Damned one looks pretty cool though. But I didn't get one. I didn't really dig it enough to be worth the huge premium. Always want the Zero Master Grade, even the so-so reviews. A lot of the Wing Zero kits are kind of meh because the transformation, any suit that transforms tends to have issues. Or Shambler Master Grade would be a dream. Definitely haven't seen that one. At least not recently. Rosen Zulu as well. Yeah. Be a good one. One of the kits I've kind of had my eye on was the the Master Grade High New Verka. I think it's a little bit of an older kit. I'm not sure how the kit is itself, but the box art just makes me want one. It's basically just a refined version of the new Gundam. I think that one looks pretty cool. Hey Cody, what's up? I think about it like Big Kid Gundam. I'm eyeing High New as well. Yeah, to me it looks cool. I haven't seen any reviews on it yet though. I think it's an older kit, so it might have, and by older I don't know that it's that old, but it's definitely not the most newest of kits like some of the ones that have come out recently. But I think it's a pretty cool looking design. I don't know anything about the background on it. But to me it seems like a cool one for like a custom paint job or something. Any of those ones, I don't know about you guys, but anything that like I recognize from a show because I was really into that suit in that show, I have a much harder time wanting to like change up the colors on it, do anything with. But any of the suits that I haven't really fallen in love with or anything, I'm much more apt to want to color change and do stuff with. Cody Ratliff, working on the new Gundam for Ka still. Got the arms almost done. Awesome, making good progress then. Okay. Yeah, I just put some pieces on backwards last night, but didn't realize it until today. At least you figured it out eventually. I think like some of the unicorn kits, like I've seen tons of pictures where it's like the first comment on like every unicorn picture is, hey, you put the ankles on backwards or something. Apparently it's a commonly made mistake. It's actually one that I kind of want is the RG full armor unicorn, I think. Or the real grade unicorns are supposed to be good kits. And the full armor master grade is just huge. It can't really hold up its weapons, so the real grade seems like a better option. I feel like I need to work my backlog down more before I start adding more stuff again. been getting really good at adding stuff to my backlogs, so thankfully I had it kind of under control lately. I ended up grabbing one of the Moon Gundams though, and that order just came in. I think that's the first time I've had to snag a kit in a while. Been wanting one for a while. Yeah, I don't already have one, right? Been wanting one for a while, and then when one got the box damaged when it came in, so just like, okay, guess this one's gonna be mine. Which pieces did you end up putting on backwards, Cody? Probably something with the chest. 7 and 8. I think I'm making pretty relatively quick progress tonight. Upper arm pieces, I believe it. This is supposed to be in front of the Psycho frame, but I put them behind it. But yeah, that whole the new Gundam Verka's got the whole Psycho frame thing going on, doesn't it? Wasn't it? I think it was Ian Minianji on the Discord. If you are on there, didn't he build the High New recently? It wasn't there. He was talking about some ridiculous number of pieces just in the chest alone, I think. This new itself wasn't bad on the chest. It's the arm and legs that are a bit much in spots. Interesting. I feel like I need to do that one sometime. Do you have a feel yet for how much taller it stands than a typical UC Master Grade? Because that new's a big boy, isn't it? Speaking of the Discord, if any of you guys watching are Mecha Warehouse customers and you are on the Discord, you should check out, I just posted right before I started the stream tonight, pictures of the builds for the Skill Builder Challenge. We ran the internal contest that we ran on the Discord. There's a new channel up just for voting on those, so if you are on the Discord, it would be great if you could pop in and vote. Cody Ratliff, it's pretty chunky. I'd say he's going to stand quite a bit taller. He has perfect great hands that are proportioned for him, if that helps. Wow. Yep, that's going to be a big one. Okay, let's refresh the sponges. Someday I'll build one of those big, giant master grades, like the new Verka or the Sazavi Verka. I think is the one I'm more interested in, but because I think that real grade is very similar in size, to the other master grades, so. Pretty big. Careful with Sazavi's shoulders. Is it his shoulder issues? They have a tendency to break if too much pressure is applied. That's kind of a bummer. It would suck to break the shoulders on a kit like that. I guess it sucks to break the shoulders on any sort of kit. Hey, Jesus Hernandez. Hello, everyone. Really enjoying the stream. Welcome. How are you tonight, Jesus? Doing good. Just trying to pick up some tips since I'm pretty new to the world of Gunpla. Well, welcome to the world of Gunpla, and I'm pretty sure I've seen your name on orders, so thank you if that's true for ordering from us. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to shout them out there. I'm by far not the world's foremost expert on any of this stuff, but I've built a few kits at this point and have a pretty good idea of most of the basics. I'm getting better at some of the advanced stuff, I guess. Should probably look at the instructions for this piece here. There we go. Okay, I've got some ankles, feet, ankles, legs. Next is part of the knees, J5 and J2. Those are red. Oh, that's not the knees. Here we go, Jay. We got some white parts here. 5 and 2. Got it. All right. That one's down. I like removing nubs from white pieces because they always clean up pretty good usually. How's everybody been hanging in with all this COVID bullshit that's going on? I think they just announced yesterday that we're going into what they call stay-at-home 2.0 here in New Hampshire. It's more or less the same thing as just the original stay-at-home. Maybe in short sleeves this time, I don't know. Not much has changed. Complete Diversity fun fact that Jupiter have come to the stand. The others so far have not. That's cool. It's a positive, I guess. I got my stimulus check today. Still don't have my tax refund. I'd almost rather have my tax refund than the stimulus. I don't really care too much about handouts. I want the money the government owes me because it's my money that they've been holding on to. That comes soon. Red Left buying models bored out of my mind. I wish I could say I was bored out of my mind. There's so much I want to do and so little time right now. It's for a good reason, I guess, because the business is blowing up. But backseat politician Ohio stay-at-home has been extended to May 29th. It's a bummer. Hopefully things start opening up a little bit. Some businesses will be open back up on the 12th, I think, middle of the month. Yeah, it's kind of what the stay-at-home 2.0 is here in New Hampshire. They're phasing in each week, kind of adds another like class of businesses or something that they're allowing open with certain limitations. I'm guessing that the gradual phase in is that way if things start spiking, they can back things off, but I don't know. I might be wrong. Even with some businesses opening up, it's still going to feel quite similar to where we're at now, I'm sure. Zoos here in California, the beaches were open for a day until people started swarming them. That's not good. We're thinking about trying to go like take a ride and see if we can find an empty place somewhere to go do a picnic or something. Just to get out of the house a little bit and do something. Hell, even a long drive wouldn't be bad, especially with gas prices so low right now. Cody Ratliff, we're opening Kansas back up in phases. Yeah, it seems like it's all starting to happen. Hopefully things come back. I don't know how much it will help me though with the phases. One of my other businesses, I've got 4 businesses that I run. I've got my consulting business, which has been very slow / mostly non-existent in April at least. Mostly because I don't like it. Right leg, C1. I've got a startup. I've got Mecha Warehouse, obviously. Mecha Warehouse, the tech startup, and then I've got a martial arts school, a karate school. And I have a feeling that's going to be impacted for a long time, unfortunately. We've been staying open through virtual classes on Zoom, which is great in that we're able to stay open, but even if other businesses are starting to open up, I'm pretty sure people aren't going to want to get up close and personal with people while things are going on. I could be wrong. Maybe people are over it already and don't care anymore because they just want to get out of the house. But I kind of have a feeling that if I were to open up for regular classes tomorrow, they would be pretty empty. Which I think is unfortunately just kind of how it goes. Same thing's kind of killing me is I train jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I love that. Haven't been able to do it though in like 6 weeks though. Other than I'm trying to teach my wife a little bit just to have somebody to train with, but that hasn't been working out that well. And even if we were allowed to go back today, I'm not sure if I'd want to or not. I'm pretty sure I won't die if I get corona, but that doesn't mean I want to get sick. Risk all the weird complications people are talking about. Yeah, they're finding more complications too, no bueno. Yeah, I don't need those problems. Exactly, guys. Especially there's like no guarantees that getting it confers any sort of long-term immunity. So it's not like you just get it, deal with it, and it's over. You still might get it again if you get it the first time. Weird neurological and like lung effects and stuff. Gonna probably be fine. Hell, I might not even get it just because I've got a really good immune system. Typically, I don't get sick very often. But I do know when I do get sick, I get really sick. So I would like to avoid getting sick. What? Did I cut the wrong? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I need 23. Hate when that happens. Hey, Jesus, since you're in California, have you heard anything about opening for businesses out there? Is there any mobile suits that you guys recommend for beginners? I start building a HGF 91. I don't know, how is that one? Is that, are you having problems? Is it easy for you? The two, I guess the two, maybe three high grades that I would recommend as good starting points. The high grade RX-78-2 Revive. It's the 191. Did I screw up? I might have screwed up. That one's a good high grade. The RX-78-2 Revive. The high grade Leo is another good one. And I guess the third one would be the high grade Maganac is another favorite of mine, which I could still apparently stomach after building 40 of them. So I think the stay-at-home order has been extended indefinitely. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I hope businesses can open up, because Bluefin, the main distributor for Bandai stuff, is in California. I should have paid attention to what was going on. I'm gonna have to get the Moon Gundam. I've heard that one's an amazing one too. There we go. I grabbed one for my backlog on this last shipment I got. Partially because I knew I wanted one. I've been hoping to get one for a while, and partially because one got damaged in transit, so I figured I might as well Might as well keep it. I'm having fun building it. I was actually looking up the RX-78. Might have to pick it up. That's a good one. That's one of the few kits I've built multiples of. I mean, all three of those that I recommended, I've built more than once. That RX-78 too is a solid, high grade, good articulation, goes together pretty easy. Wait, Rocket, do you have more Moon in stock, or is it a list for restocking? I have some in stock right now. I've got, I don't know, at least a dozen of them, I think, still. So we definitely have the Moon Gundam on hand. That's supposed to be a really good one too. But the RX-78 I've built a bunch of. The Leo I've built a handful of, and I have more to build too. I plan on painting a bunch of those in different color schemes. Those are nice ones for painting and stuff, painting practice, because they're really inexpensive and forgiving, so good for kind of a first painted build. And the Maganak is kind of like the Leo. It goes together pretty easily. There's actually a clip up on this channel, a short clip of me building a Maganak blindfolded. So if you're bored sometime, I need to post the full like 2-hour version or whatever at some point, but you can watch the little 5-minute sped up version if you're ever bored. There we go. There we go. We got a spiky knee on there. Let's put that on the foot. And the right leg is done. Knock out the left leg now. Yeah, I'll check out. Thanks for recommendations. No problem, man. Anytime. 20 C122. I should actually probably put together sometime a collection or something for my picks and recommendations. That's not the one I want to cut out. We got in today. They're not up on the website yet. I got a couple of these starter kits. It's basically an RX-78. I'm not sure which variant. But I think it comes with a marker. Maybe another tool. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at them in detail yet. Happy to actually finally have the RX-78 Revive in stock. I've been recommending that one for a while. I just haven't been able to get my hands on them until this last restock, so that was really exciting for me. When you get in the HG Origin RX-78, I'm not sure, man. I got 3. This was from an order placed a long time ago. Otherwise, I would have gotten a lot more. There's the Origin RX-78 one local type, I think. I just got a few in of 3, I think, that aren't on the website yet. The RX-78 2 Origin HG, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that one was sold out last time I looked at the distributor. My go-to distributor at the moment. If I find any, I will definitely grab them, but I'm not sure when that will be. A lot of stuff in general, but especially right now, is kind of you're at the mercy of what is available. There's definitely stuff we haven't stocked yet that isn't up there that I can add. So I'm trying to add some new products every time I order. But it's relatively time consuming to create listings, so I'm not exactly ordering like 100 kits I've never had in stock before at once. I'm trying to keep it to 10 or 20 new items each time. So I can keep stuff moving in that's listed and I know will sell. So if they have them, I'll keep an eye out for them next time I order. But I have a feeling, isn't that a newer kit? I want to say that one came out recently. Yeah, anything that's new tends to be out more commonly. But I'll definitely keep my eye out. It's possible I just overlooked it. This order I placed on Friday, I literally just went through everything that was listed on the site now and checked, and if the inventory was low or out, I went and grabbed a bunch of them based on how fast they've been selling. All right, it's only 10 o'clock and I got both legs done. So I guess that means I'm moving on to the waist. There's a chance I could have that done today, probably not. But I'll start on it. Probably stick around another half hour or so. Oh yeah, these are gonna, a couple of these are gonna be really, really easy parts to clean. Alright, got that done. H11 and 12. Where is H? There we go. There's H. Good old H. What else is new? Okay, 6 and 9. We don't even need to clean these because they're going to get covered. So you guys clean nubs. If you clean nubs on your builds, do you clean inner frame stuff that you know is never going to show up? I know some people go crazy in detail and paint their inner frames to an incredible degree. I can't bring myself to do that unless I'm going to intentionally have it exposed for something. Staying down a little bit, however I try to trim it down as much as I can. Makes sense, Cody. Most inner frame stuff I usually leave. I don't clean as much, depending on whether or not I think it's going to show or not. University only if I know I want to show it off, otherwise I snip it down as long as part functions. Yeah. Backseat politician, I've been debating on that. I just got back into building, so I'm trying to practice my sanding. That's, I guess, the flip side is a good chance to practice that stuff on a part that ultimately won't show. So you can work on getting it as good as you can get it, and then if it's not that great, it's not like you screwed up some obvious armor piece. I think I've got at least one build that I panel lined the entire inner frame. I think it was my Zaku 2 master grade. Panel lined all the inner frame stuff, and then it all got covered in armor and never to be seen again. It's like, yeah, that was a waste of time. In terms of raw efficiency, it's not worth it unless you're gonna do a open frame kind of diorama or pose or something. Open armor, open hatch, whatever the terminology there is. This song reminds me of the Expanse theme song. When is that coming back? What model are you thinking of doing after this bad boy is done? So my next one, I got one more of the Wing EW kits in my backlog, and that is the just straight up Wing Gundam EW version. So that'll be next. And then I'll be done with all the Wing Master grades, at least the EW version ones, with the exception of the P Bandai kits. Fingers crossed those will come back and they'll get produced again now that P Bandai USA exists. And then I'll grab those too. We'll probably grab two of those ones too. If they did Heavy Arms Custom again, I'd buy a bunch of those. Same with the Sandrock Custom, Ultron. Go to Right Live. Nice if you have Build Strike Master Grade. His build booster can actually go on that version of Wing. Interesting. I don't have that one, but that's an interesting little factoid there. I'm trying to build all my Wing kits as standard as possible. I'm not painting them, so this is probably my second to last kit that I plan on building without painting. for now at least. There's a few like undergated kits I might consider doing straight builds of in the future if I ever get burnt out of the whole painting thing. But I want to do a lot more painting of kits. I enjoyed that immensely on the SD ground Gundam I did recently. Now I got a lot of the painting formula figured out. In terms of my thinner and flow improver formula ratios, all it's figured out now. So painting's going well. I just got to find time for it. I'll have to reconfigure my streaming setup if I want to paint while streaming, which I'll probably have to. But I'll figure that out. Backseat Politician, yes. I was thinking about asking about Ultron. Yeah, that one was P Bandai. So you can get them, but you got to buy them secondhand, or you get to wait and hope, like I am, that they'll get re-released. I think there's a chance now that P Bandai USA exists, because that would sell extremely well over here based on how well the other, the more recent Wing P Bandai kits, like the Deathscythe Rosette, the Heavy Arms E-Gel unit, and the Shenlong Leoya version or Leoya unit are selling. Those all are doing really well. They did pretty well. So I'm sure Heavy Arms Custom, Ultron, and Sandrock Custom would kill it. And probably screw somebody in the process that bought a whole bunch of the other ones and haven't been able to unload them yet. And that's the whole reason I'm no longer doing P Bandai in the store, just because of that existing, and I can't sell P Bandai without asking for a big premium. There's a lot of risk that I get undercut by P Bandai if they keep making the kit, so there we go. 1016. So I need XB9. Need H3. Where is H? Need a 4 and 15. And G212. Oh, that's an interesting color. 21. Still doing pretty good. I think I'm going to do this front skirt, probably the other front skirt. And that might be where I stop for the night. Relatively late night last night. Could use the sleep. Big plans tomorrow. All that good stuff. We'll be doing another virtual build day tomorrow afternoon, though. If anybody needs more community involvement with their building, go to mechawarehouse.com. There's a link down on the left-hand side, virtual community events. You can find the details where I connect to that Zoom. There's a slight chance I won't actually be there, depending on how long the picnic thing goes. Shipped till 2 CST last. Wow. You're like behind me by at least an hour, right? So that's really late. Fuck, dude. But that we'll be doing that tomorrow. I might not be here for at least the beginning of it, but somebody should be opening it for me. And I'll hopefully jump in progress. That new gun was addictive, I bet. Well, it's awesome. Awesome, you're getting a lot of enjoyment out of that kit. So I like to hear. That's the most important part. One, two. All right, one front skirt down. Am I going to do the other one now, or am I going to wait? Maybe I'll wait. It's almost 10:30. Got the other front skirt, 2 rear skirts, 2 side skirts in the midsection, and then I got the whole body together. Oh, that looks complicated. The wing should be interesting for this. So I think that's probably where I'll wrap up. So next time I will continue with the skirt. Probably get the base gun together and hopefully the wings. So they're really complicated, so I'll have to be really careful with those. Beam scissors. That's funny. The beam scythe, maybe I'll get that done too, who knows. This one's getting close to being done. So yeah, with that in mind, I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna call it a night. quit while I'm ahead. And I'll be back at this next week. Might be the finishing touches. I'll probably push through if I get close next time. Some interesting names. And yeah, I'm losing focus here real fast if you're not able to tell. So I'm gonna call it. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Maybe see you tomorrow on the Zoom. If not, I will see you back here next week, 8:30. All right.